American society and government demonstrate nativism, intolerance, and racism in the 1920s. A Red Scare is the promotion of fear of a potential rise of communism. In the United States, the first Red Scare was about worker or socialist revolution and political racism. The Palmer Raids were a series of raids by the United States Department of Justice intended to capture, arrest, and deport radical leftists, especially anarchists from the United States. The raids and arrests occurred in November 1919 and January 1920, under leadership of Attorney General A. Mitchell Palmer. Nicola Sacco and Bartolomeo Vanzetti were Italian-born United States anarchists who were convicted of murdering a guard and a paymaster during the armed robbery of the Starter and Morrill Shoe Company, committed April 15, 1920, in Massachusetts, and they were executed. The rise of nativism in the 1920s was basically a demanding a favored status for certain established inhabitants. It was a major form of discrimination and prejudice. Groups like the KKK discriminated against blacks and anyone in favor of blacks having the same rights as the native whites. The National Origins Act was passed in 1924. It was a law that severely restricted immigration by establishing a system of national quotas that blatantly discriminated against immigrants from Southern and Eastern Europe and virtually excluded Asians. A quota system, by definition, is a system originally determined by legislature in 1921 of limiting by nationality the number of immigrants who may enter the United States each year. The race relations in the 1920s where whites and blacks were still not considered equal. Whites continued calling them racial slurs without giving it a second thought. The morals of the Civil War era were still apparent in the 1920s because whites still didn't consider other races a part of society. In the late 1920s, tolerance of other races started to develop when black and whites appearing in entertainment together. The Ku Klux Klan is the name of the white supremacy group who practiced violence against African Americans and immigrants of other races in order to express their views of white supremacy, white nationalism, and anti-immigration. The Tulsa Race Riots was a large-scale racially motivated conflict on May 31st and June 1st of 1921 in which a group of whites attacked the black community of Tulsa, Oklahoma.